Friends, welcome back. I just have like a mini haul, and then I was going to show you guys some stuff in the schoolroom today. So I ran to Market Street and I was just going to get ground beef, but then I got there and they had some other stuff. So I thought I'd share it with you since I was already going to share this little mini Mardell haul plus a peek at our school for 3rd grade. We're going to start it in a couple of days now. So anyway, let me flip you around and show you some deals I got at Mardell. All right, so I ran in there really just for ground beef. And they had a buy one get one free, but this was actually a better deal. It was one of the ones that was on marked down, and it is 5.5 pounds. It's $13.03. So this was actually cheaper than if I got the buy one get one free deal. I got more meat this way. So pick that up. Cheez-Its are 2 for $5. So I got the white cheddar grooves and the original because I didn't have the extra cheesy. I picked this up for my son. He likes that kind of stuff. I picked up some creamer for me because like I am just having the worst run of luck with creamer. Everything I get just does not taste good. This one I know is a winner, so I picked it up. And then peaches, like I saw them and I just really had to have them. So they were like $2.99 a pound. And I thought, well, why not? I did lose my receipt, so I can only tell you the prices for a couple of things. But anyway, those are super delicious. Now, the thing that I did besides this was I went to Mardell. Yes, I'm still working in the schoolroom. I've been putting posters up on the wall right there. I rearranged some stuff over here and put some of our posters up here and over here. I've got stuff on my desk I'm still working on. I did clean out their desks and put new supplies in. Then I put some new posters up over here. And then of course I went to Mardell because I've got this big blank space right here underneath our classroom sign. I love this one. When you walk through the classroom doors, you are kind, you are a leader, you are a friend, you are teachable, you are a hard worker, you are loved. So underneath it, I wanted to put some posters. Last year we had a money poster that I actually really liked, but it did get torn because it fell off the wall. So I'm not using that again because of that. But I got some other stuff. So here are my bags. I didn't spend very much at Mardell. Everything, it seemed like, was on sale in the store today. So I did get 2 of these little, I don't know, like pencil holder buckets or whatever. I'll put markers and stuff in them. And they were on sale for $1.99 each, which is a really good price if you ask me. I thought they were so cute. They had some other patterns. So if you're near a Mardell's and you're into stuff like this, go check it out. They had really good deals. And then I also picked up a bargain book. I've never seen this before. The Case for Christ for Kids. We do Bible study in our classroom or our schoolroom or whatever. That's how we start our day off every day. This just looked kind of like an interesting book, something to add to our daily devotional. So I thought I'd give it a shot. This was $5. All the orange sticker books were $5. I went through all of them, but this is the only one I really saw that I had to have. And then, of course, the main reason that I went in there was for wall posters. Let's see if I can get them out of the bag. They didn't have as much. I guess they're sold out of a lot of stuff because I did see empty space. But I really like this. Frown phrases. I don't get it. And then instead you would say the smile phrase, can you teach me again? This is boring. Or you should say, let's learn something new. Instead of saying, I can't do it, say, will you help me? Instead of saying, I did it wrong, say, I'll try again. Instead of saying, I'm not smart, say, I'm still learning. Instead of saying, this is hard, say, I can do it. I do know that one of my boys gets discouraged very easily, and I really liked this, and I think we will use this. So that's going to go on the wall, as is this. I like this. We started doing word problems like halfway through last year, and most of our schoolwork, I think, is going to revolve around word problems this year. And I like this because it just kind of reminds them what each of the phrases mean. If you see plus, total, altogether, increase by, combine, add, sum, that's another way to say addition. And I think that will help them so much. I didn't pick this up today, but I did pick this up a while ago, my math reference, and I really like these. They're hard plastic pages that have all kinds of different little charts on them, like addition charts and parts in wholes, counting to 100, ways to show numbers differently, place value, comparing numbers. We did use this more last year. I don't know that we'll really need it as much this year, but I will hold on to it. So anyway, I just thought that was really cute. And I also picked those, like I said, up at Mardell on one of my last trips. Not my last trip, like a couple months ago. So I can't tell you how much they were, but they carry them year round. They also have a website. Anyway, while we're in the schoolroom, I did say at one point I would show you guys what we're going to be doing in third grade, and now is, I guess, a great time to do that. So let me pull the books out and I'll show you. All right, friends, as you can probably tell by the wardrobe change, it is not the same day. I was filming that and almost everybody in my household was home and the background noise was a lot. So I finally just decided, you know what, I'll do it in a couple of days when the house is far more quiet. So actually today we just finished our first day back at school. We started third grade this morning. I'll pop some pictures up in one of the corners and show you guys the boys. If you follow along, like with my personal stuff, you've seen my kids before. They homeschool. This is our third year of homeschool that we're starting. We're going into third grade. So if you are interested, and sometimes people are, I know some of you guys out there do homeschool like we do. I was just going to give a quick overview of what we're using for homeschool. So if you've watched before, you know we like The Good and the Beautiful. I print it myself because it's free, and I put it in 3-ring binders like that, and it's just math. I mean, this is just their math. I like it because it ties in other things, like sometimes it'll be art or geography, things like that. I just really enjoy it. So we just started the first day of third grade math. We were actually behind there for a while, but we have now caught up to the place that I would like for us to be. We also use The Good and the Beautiful for language arts, and it's the same thing. I print it out and I just put it in binders. I think kindergarten through 5th grade is free if you print it yourself. So keep that in mind if you're interested or you're thinking about homeschooling or something. That's a really great resource. You just have to worry about the ink and the paper. And I use HP printers. So I'm on that HP Instant Ink program, and that means that I pay for so many pages that I can print per month, and they just automatically send ink to me, and I can adjust my plan throughout the year. So, you know, during the regular school year, I'll use less pages, so I just do a smaller plan. And then when I'm starting to prep for the next school year, I'll go ahead and get a bigger plan for a couple of months so that I can print all the pages that go with all the books. Those are, of course, 2 of the core subjects, and the others would be history. So this year I'm doing something new. This is Heritage Studies by BJU Press. We actually had been using like social studies workbooks and stuff, and I have printed some things from Teachers Pay Teachers. So I'm actually starting on the number 2 Heritage Studies, just to make sure that we are caught up on everything with our history before we go into number 3. And I do actually have workbooks that go with them. They just kind of tie into the lessons. And these, I think 3rd grade is the last year they do it, but science and history both are only like half-year courses for BJU Press. So this won't take us the whole year to get through, and I've got some extras that I will probably throw in there. I'm not a huge fan of like family unit studies, but there are some things I wanted from The Good and the Beautiful, like their safety unit under their science courses. They have one called Safety, and I was really, really interested in that. So that'll be something we do once we finish these other courses and we have some free time in our school day. Another thing that we do every single day is devotional. So I picked up God's Story in Me, and this one is really cool. I got this off of Thrift Books. I used Thrift Books. You're going to hear that a lot while I talk about curriculum. I used it for so many things. In fact, BJU Press books, these came from Thrift Books. They were like less than $5 each. If you go buy them brand new, they are way more than that. I was even able to get the workbooks off of there. I just had to really like invest some time in looking for them and putting them on my wish list so they notify me whenever they come up. But I also picked up this devotional, and this goes week by week, day by day in each week. So, you know, when we start one, it tells me Monday and we read through it, and then there's a lesson for Tuesday and Wednesday and so on. I thought that was pretty cool. It's not very long, so I'm also incorporating this book that I got last year, and it's got one of the bargain book stickers. It's from Mardel's. It was either $3 or $5. I don't remember. God's Big Plans for Me. This one also has like a day 1, day 2, day 3. So it's really easy and broken down. They might be a little old for this. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of pictures, but I think the content's great. There's a lot of Bible verses in here and things like that. It asks good questions. So I felt like it was really good for them. So we're doing that. One more core subject is science. Again, BJU Press. I went through Thrift Books and paid, I think it was like $4.50 for this book, and I was able to get the workbooks on there too. They are used, but the workbooks didn't have any writing in them or anything. The pages are just like, you can tell people who flipped through the book and stuff, but they're not damaged. They're perfectly good. Just like this, people have highlighted in the book, but we can still easily read through the book without any problem. And it is, you know, pennies to the dollar when it comes to the cost. I found this on Thrift Books. This is really cool. This is like a math book. It's just a reading book, but it's got little word problems and exercises in it, but it makes it fun because it's part of a storybook. So like the first one says, I wake up at 7:15. It takes me 10 minutes to get dressed, 15 minutes to eat my breakfast, and 1 minute to brush my teeth. And suddenly it's a problem. If my bus leaves at 8, will I make it on time? How many minutes in an hour? And how many teeth in a mouth? So it was just something fun I thought we could do, just kind of like a brain break in the middle of everything. I also have our first our first read aloud of the year, Imagination Station, Problems in Plymouth. I've never read any of these books before, but this ties in with our history because we are, getting to like colonial America and all that kind of stuff. So we've read through a lot of this, and this is Plymouth. So it's going to tie in with some of the stuff we've been reading over. So I went ahead and picked this up, and we started it this morning. It's actually a really cute book. I think I will get more in the series because they all dive into different historic times. Talking about history, I went all in on the who is and what is books. These are really cool. I've always wanted to get these for the kids, and I didn't feel like they were old enough, but I got What is the Constitution? We are reading about that this year in history, so they are definitely ready for that. What is the Declaration of Independence? Again, we'll be reading about this in history this year. What are the 10 Commandments? Obviously, with our devotionals, we cover this. Who was Jesus? Again, this ties into our devotionals. Who was George Washington? Will tie in with our history. Who was Paul Revere for history? Who was Ben Franklin? And who was Christopher Columbus? We've actually learned about Christopher Columbus every year that we've homeschooled. It's just every year we get like a little deeper into more things surrounding him, more of the story and everything. So I thought this would be really, really great. That kind of takes care of all the core subjects plus our devotional. I do like to add in other things, like I picked up some different workbooks like how to write super sentences, and we're going to build on that to how to write super paragraphs, and then add to how to write text-based writing and things like that until we're writing creative stories and they're learning to write papers. And it's not going to happen all this year. It'll flow over the next couple of years. But I do like thinking problems too. I like to exercise their brains. We like to start our day off with different brain exercises. So I picked up Codes and Puzzles. This is not really a challenge for them. It's just something great for them to work on when we first start school in the morning, just to kind of wake their brains up a little bit. It has like crossword puzzles and little puzzles in it. It's ages 7 and up. So I mean, they're 8 and 9. It's really pretty much on par with them, I guess. But it's a lot of fun, and it covers like all kinds of topics. So that'll be a great way to start our day. And then this one is my favorite, Perfectly Logical. This is a whole bunch of logic problems, different types of logic problems too. Let's see, you're filling in patterns in the beginning, and then it moves on to fractions and letter fun. And I'm trying to find my favorites are in here somewhere. There's crossword puzzles, these guys. The logic problems like this, those are my absolute favorite. I adore them. We've already started working on some of these. They're so fun. I don't think my kids love them as much as I do, but even as an adult, I have a book, an adult version of a book like this on my nightstand, and I do it sometimes at night before bed. I love these. They are so much fun. Anyway, that's just a quick outline on the stuff that we're going to be doing. Again, it's 3rd grade, and I've got a few other workbooks I'll throw in here and there. I just finished changing our schedule. We do go year-round. Originally, I was going to say we go 36 weeks, but now that I've looked at it, there are 120 lessons in the math and 120 lessons in the language arts book here, and I've made it on a 4-day-a-week schedule. We're going to go to school 5 days, but we're only going to do math and language arts 4 days a week, and that stretches out with my review weeks and everything else. I think it was going to be like 30 or 32 weeks for the whole school year. That gives us some time to play with if we need some extra weeks in there. If they're having trouble with a topic or something, we'll just toss in an extra week so that they can master all the things that we are learning. But anyway, that kind of does it for the overview of homeschool. Again, we had a fantastic day back at school. It did take longer than I thought it would, though. Getting back in the groove, and then it's a new school year. We've got some new books and new ways of doing things. I finished with the posters back here. I'll show you guys in a second. I hung them up and moved things around. I feel like I want a spot where we can hang up like finished work, because I have an art book somewhere. We haven't started it yet, and it's got a bunch of different art projects in it. So I'd like to be able to hang those up, but I'm running out of wall space and I'm running out of room. You know, we have to share this room with a refrigerator too. But I'll give you guys a peek at those posters because I showed them to you the other day and have actually put them up on the wall and rearranged a little bit. All right, so here's the posters. I moved the word posters off the fridge and put them right here. And then there's that one about the phrases and the word problems. I'm pretty pleased with it. I just think, I don't know, I wish I had more room. It's a small room. We called it an office when we bought the house, but I think it might actually, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be a dining room. I don't know. It's got carpet on the floor. So to me, I'm like, who puts carpet in a dining room? All right, guys, I guess that about does it for this video. It was really random. Sorry, I don't know. We're going to call it like mini haul, what we're doing, homeschool curriculum for 3rd grade. Look at my schoolroom chat with you vlog. I don't know. It's a little bit much. It's a little bit random. I should probably sit still. I bet it is a lot when I move around. Does it make you guys dizzy? I know for some other people, they say it does. Don't mind my pile right there. I said I was done, but I'm not quite finished. I have a few things left to work on. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week, and I know this content isn't for everyone. I'm just kind of trying some different things out. I would really like to do more with my channel than just the 2 videos I'm doing, but I need to find what works, and it doesn't have to just be one thing. Maybe there's like 3 or 4 different things that work, and that's cool. I just want to find out what those things are. I have a lot of fun making videos and doing content and chatting with you guys in the comments and all that kind of stuff, so I just want to kind of build on it, I guess. If you guys have some video ideas, be sure and let me know down below. Some of you guys have reached out, and I appreciate that. Anyway, I hope you are all having a fantastic back to school week. I think most of us are back to school. I think there's some of us that start way later, like maybe up in the Northwest or something. But I think most of us are back to school by now. Anyway, guys, I will see you soon with another video. Have a fantastic week. Bye.